Sign grace. Isupk headquarters, Sabbath service has officially begun. Shapal, which means horn. Yayan, which means wine. La Yasharala, which means to Israel. Shapal again. Horn. And of Israel, Imagine, which means to stand. We are going to recite the prayers in the holy tongue, the Lashon Kodash. All right. So upon your Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We'll recite the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'ah, Matazaka, Hayah, Aisha, La'arataza, Hawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natan Lanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawakinawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawakinawa, Wala'ah, Tabayaynawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Awashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapara, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Babakashah, Natanlanawa, Hakak, Narapa'ah, Ka'amakala, Ka'amadawa, Hakak, Mata'ah, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayim, Hamathiyam, Hakak, Arakara, Hatama'ala, Nagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Wa'adaman. In the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power to against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahoyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Ra'arataza, Ayatan, Namawat, Ragalka, Al-Yanabam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanabam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shalmar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Lakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Aza'afka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aika, Wa'ait I will love. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be be moved.
Do not suffer my foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is our keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
And Yahweh is our shade of our
The
right
sun
hand.
shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee
nor
by
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh will preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve
Yahweh
thy
shall
soul.
preserve thy going out
Yahweh will preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in.
this time forth,
From this time forth,
even forevermore.
even evermore.
So I mean between the Hebrew, Alahayim,
Ayahayam,
Adam Ayalaka,
Adam Yamakah,
Alta Karash,
Alta
Wa
Karash,
Alta Shakwa,
Wa'ada Shakwa,
Kayahana,
Kanayana,
Our Yabyaka,
Ayalamaka,
Yahama Yaman,
Yahaman
Wa
Yaman,
Mashana Yaka, Nasha
Yamasha
Awa,
Yashawa,
Ra'ash,
Ya'ash,
Al Imaka,
Ayamaka,
Ira Yamwa, Sawad,
Sawad,
Waya, Kaya Aitazawa,
Ayatazawa,
Altazapawanyaka,
Ayatazawa,
Amarwa,
Amora,
Nakawa,
Nakawa,
Wanakakyada,
Nakaka,
Magoya,
Nagoya,
Wala'a,
Maba'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Shamyasharala,
Shamyasha,
Aiwad,
Alwa,
Kaya,
Aya,
Nawa Aitazawa, La,
Ayatazawa, La,
Yakadwa,
Nakawa,
Alyaka,
Ayaka,
Bara'af,
Maba'a,
Nakawafwa,
Nawawa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawan,
Ayawan,
Wayashamalayam,
Mamasha Ayawan,
Mawa'aba,
Maraba,
Wahagoyam,
Magoya,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aimalak,
Wa'aimalak,
Ashaf,
Ashaf,
Anyashabia,
Abashab,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawa,
Gamashua,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aiman,
Amon,
Hayawa,
Nawa,
Zawawai,
Zawawai,
Labanya Lawa,
Nabanya Yawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Ashara,
Hamadian,
Amaya,
Kasayasara'a,
Kayashara,
Kasaya,
Kashaya,
Sara'a,
Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Barakar,
Barakar,
Bayashwan,
Bayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashimana,
Bayanda Ara, Hayawa,
Aywa,
Daman,
Daman,
Adama,
Aywa,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayabmawa,
Aywa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza
Wakaza Zalmanai,
Wakaza Almanai,
Kanasa Yakamwa,
Kamwa shall come,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Nayara Shah,
Amara Shah,
Nanawa, Af,
Af,
Naawaf,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
Ahaya,
Alahaya,
Ahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Gagala,
Gagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Wapanya Waka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Haba Ira Ya Ira,
Ira Ya Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Hoya,
Hoya,
Kantaradatma,
Kantaradatma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa Wapafka,
Wabasa
Haba
Wapafka,
Alam,
Mala'a,
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 Hanyaham,
Haya,
Walawan,
Naiwan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaawa,
Wayabaawa,
Aya Ai,
Aya Ai,
Wayakapawa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Arthur,
Arthur,
Shamka, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al-Yawan,
Ayawan,
Al-Kaharataza.
Akarataza.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Keep not thy silence, O thy power,
Hold not thy peace,
and hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O my power.
O my power.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make it to most,
thy enemy makes the most,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They taking crafty counsel against thy
They
people.
consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy
They
enemies.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a
let
nation,
them cut them off,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in
may be
remembrance.
no one will remember.
For they have consulted
They are consulted
together
together
with one
with
consent.
one
They
consent.
are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate
The
against thee.
tabernacles of
The
Edom
tabernacles of
and
Edom,
the
and the
Ishmaelites
Ishmaelites,
of Moab
and Moab,
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and
the
Amalek,
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Esau also is joined with them.
I saw also
They
John.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping that
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto
as
them,
unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kison,
brook of
which
Kison,
perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They carried dung for
Make
the
their nobles like a rat,
Make their nobles like a
and
rat,
like the head.
as a head.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Sabbath
as a
and
bar,
as Zamuna,
as a moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of the power and
the
possession.
house of the power of possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wind,
as the stubble before the
and they
wind,
stumble from the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as the fire
and as
burning
the
wood,
flames set up the mountains on
and as
fire.
the flames set the mountain on
So
fire.
persecute them without
To
tempest,
persecute them without
and
tempest,
make them afraid without
and
storm.
making them afraid without storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy
O
name.
Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let them
confounded
be confounded,
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let them
shame
be put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that man may know
Man,
that
no,
thou,
but thou,
whose name alone
the
is
name alone is
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
of the Most High,
of the Most High,
of all the earth.
of the earth.
Blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakada Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Maka
Wa
Allah.
Alahayim.
Wa Ayahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah. Alawat Yahana. Ha Alawapium. Ha Saranium. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kayayanyam. Wa Ha Aquafium. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahshah. Tawada Aman. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commander General
Generals.
General.
Captain.
Captain.
The officers. The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahshua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Yahweh.
Wa Yasharallah.
Wa Yashala.
Wahabayah.
Wa Yahweh.
Saparium.
Napari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magan.
A gun.
A gun.
A gun.
Yasharallah.
Yashala.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahshua.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shah.
the name of Yahweh
Bless
Shah.
us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Israel.
Israel.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shah.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
I should be curses. Bless us, you Yahweh.
Blessed Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shah.
name of Yahweh
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To the
destruction.
heathen
To the heathens.
that speak against
That
us.
speak against
The
us.
prophets.
The prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
Israelite
And the
brothers.
school.
In the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake
And
loose
shake
the
loose.
treasure.
The treasure.
Of the rich of
The
Israel.
rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their
To
riches.
enter into that sanctuary.
Into our
Send
sanctuary.
evils and curses.
Evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the
And
Edomites.
the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug
And the
dealers.
drug
The
dealers.
court system.
Court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our
Amalek
enemies.
synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues
Roman
and armies.
Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic
The
Church,
Pope.
the Pope,
Islam.
Islam,
Christianity.
Christianity,
Egyptology.
Egyptology,
Militia.
militia,
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation,
Skinhead.
Skinhead,
Pasikamatasi. The gay
the
movement.
gay movement,
The lesbian
the lesbian
movement.
movement,
Spies.
spies,
Workers of witchcraft.
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program.
National Space
Army.
Program, Army,
Navy.
Navy,
Air Force.
Air Force,
Marines.
Marines,
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the
And
internet.
the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access
The cable
channel.
access
And the
channel.
radio
And
channel.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
The spirit.
of any of that people
And nine people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift
And bring
destruction
swift
to
destruction
all the
to
heathen
all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop
and try
us
to stop us
from broadcasting your
from
word
broadcasting your
throughout the
word
planet Earth.
throughout the planet.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues,
loose all the
cause them
plagues.
to go to and
Let
fro
them go to and
to
fro
the earth
to the
and
earth.
consume them.
Consume them.
Let the plague
Let the
shake
plague
the house of the thief
take the house of
and the
thief,
murderer.
the murderer.
Let Yahweh
Let Yahweh Shah,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and
come
Gabriel
down with the flying saucers
come down with the
and
flying
punish all
saucers,
the heathen
punish all the
that
heathen
come up against
that
us
come up against
as
us.
we speak that
And
word.
speak thy
Cause
word.
it to be known by
Cause
all.
it to be known
That
by
it
all.
is the angels that have
That was
done
the
it.
angels that
Cause
have
it to
done
be
it.
spread through the media
Cause it to be spread
throughout
through
the
the
whole
media,
world.
throughout the whole
Cause
world.
it to shake that thy
Come
coming.
and shake
In the
that
name of
coming.
Yahweh
In the
Shah.
name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So always we return. Shabia, be seated. Prophets that you could do this one and also give me a cup of water.
Oh, come.
I'll do the first sip.
Come.
All right, and I'll call you up. You could do the cup as well, all right?
You said me?
You could do the.
Oh, wash out the cup?
correct.
Oh.
Last week we left off at Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 21. Sounds right, Rajazal?
Oh, was pretty sure, sir.
Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 21. Today we're going to pick up at Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 22. All right. All right, Nehemiah chapter 12 and 22 in the Hebrew. Haloyam Bayamya Alaya Shayab Yawaya Dai Wayawa Kanan Waya Dawai Kathawa Bayam Katawadium, Ra Ashia, Abawath, Waha Kahanyam, Ila, Malakawath, Dara Yawash, Haparas, verse 23, Banya, Lawyer, Ra'ashia, Ha'a Bawath, Katarabiam, the water, Ida, Sapar, Dabaria, Hayamiam, Wa'id, Yamya, Yawa, Kanan, Bun, Alaya Shayab, Rara Ashia, Haloyam, Kashabia, Shara Bayat, Waya Shawai, Bun, Kwadam Ya'ala, Wa'a Kayam, Lanagadam, La Halala, Laha Wadawath, Bamatazawat, Dawada, Ayash, Ha Alahayam, Mashamar, La'ai Math, Mashamar, verse 25. Mathanya, Waba Kwaya, I Badia, Mashalom, Tala Mawan, I Kwawab, Mashamariam, Shawairiam, Mashamar, Ba Asapia, Hashai Rayam, Alaha, Bayamyam, Yawa Yakwayam. That's 26. Alaha Bayamyam, Yawa Yakwayam. Bun, Yashamai, Bun, Yawa Tazad, Yawa Tazadak, Wa Bayamya, Nakamaya, Hapaka, Wa'ai Zarar, Ha Kahan, Ha Ha Sawapar, verse 27. Waba Kanakath, Kawamath, Yara Washalam, Bakwa Shawa, Af, Aloyam, so like it, Haloyam, Makal, Makwawa, Matham, Laha Bayam, La Yara Wa Shalom, La Aishaf, Kanaka. Kanaka is dedication, like Hakanaka, Kanaka. Washa Maka, Waba Thawa Dawath, Wabashiyar, Matazalathayam, Nabaliam, Waba Kanar Raf, 28, Waya Asapar, Banya, Hama Hamashariam, Waman, Ha-Kakar, Sabaya Bawath, Yararashalam, Waman, Katazaria, Nathapath, right? In the English, there you go. Nehemiah chapter 12. In the English, chapter 12, verse 22. The Levites in the days of Eliashib, Jehoiada, and Johanan and Jaddua were recorded chief of the fathers. Also the priests to the reign of Darius the Persian. 23. The sons of Levi, the chief of the fathers, were written in the book of the Chronicles, even until the days of Johanan, the son of Eliashib. 24. And the chief of the Levites, Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and Jeshua, the son of Kadmiel, with their brethren over against them, to praise and to give thanks according to the commandment of David, the man of God, ward over against ward. Verse 25. Mathaniah and Bakbukiah, Obadiah, Meshullam, Talmon, Akub were porters, keeping the ward of the thresholds of the gates. 26. These were in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Josadak, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, and of Ezra, the priest, the scribe. 27. And when we read in the scriptures, it's important to realize that what they teach us about the prophets, in movies, our idea of a prophet is, a man with a beard who don't shower in the woods with a stick. That's our idea of a prophet. That is not biblical. When you're reading about the prophets in the Bible, it was a group of them. All right, it wasn't one man in the woods somewhere with a beard that don't shower. Right, that's just somewhere in the wood with a stick. All right, so we're reading about this record. You're looking at the prophets that roll together, because it's like it's a body. Right, it's not one person. It's a body with a leader, but not one person in the woods somewhere that don't shower and that's just with a stick in his hand. All right. 27. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgiving and with singing, with cymbals, psalteries, and with harps. 28. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem and from the villages of Netophathi. Right? I'll jump up here. Paratazak.
Okay.
State your registry.
Paratazak, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Paratazak, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yahabashim Yasharakta.
Yahabashim Yasharakta. All right. Let's get it. Shabia, please be seated. right. Nehemiah 12 and was that 29?
Come. 29.
Good.
No, is it? Yeah, 12. Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 29. Wama ba ya ha han hal hana la now wama shar waf gabai.
That second word that was a ga. All right.
Oh, I see. Count.
But you could keep going.
Count. Goodbye. Wa I za ma waf kaya kha tazar yam ba banawa laham.
That's Banwa.
Banwa hama shar rayam sabaya bawa ya ya ya
That's Jerusalem.
yar washayam
Yarawashalam.
Washalom. Oh, okay, I see it. Washalom.
Verse 30.
Verse 30. Wayat ha raiwa. Is that how you pronounce that?
Waya Tahara.
Tahara.
Right. There's also that Tahara, which means to cleanse or to purify. That's also our sister's name in Haiti. Tahara. That's her name. Tahara.
Hakahan yam laha waha loyam waya oh yeah, you just said that one too. Waya
It's a ta and then a ha and then a ra.
oh come waya ta raya waya
It's Tahara.
tahara tahara af is it I'm wa'af hasha'ar yam wa'af haka wa ma 31 wa'ai la af sha Shaya Yahawada Ma'il La Kawa Ma Wa'ai Ma Ya Da Shathia Dawad No, da, wa, da, daf, ga, ga, da, wa, la, laf, wa, wada, wada, la,
You say da?
uh,
Watha?
wada, wada, la kaf, la, yam, that's right. La, yam, yan,
God.
ma'il, la, kawamath,
Kalama.
kalamath,
No.
la,
Kalama.
kalamah. Oh, la, kawama. La, sha, you see, la, sha'il. Wait,
Lashaira.
La, sha'iro. Ha'awapath.
That's a shah.
Oh, shapath. Ha'ashapath. Shapath. 32.
God.
No, why is that?
You got it. It's a car.
It's a car, right?
At the end, it's a car.
Yeah, why a car?
No, why a lock?
Why a lock? Why a lock? Why a lock? Akar, yaham, hawashai, ya, wakatazaya, Sharya, Yahawada, verse 33. Izar, Izar, Wama Shalom, 34. Yahawada, you see, Bayamyan, Washama Aya, Wayarayam, Ya, see, 35, verse 35.
Last verse.
Come. Wama ba, ya, Naya,
Keep going.
Hakan,
It's priest, plural.
Hakahan, Yam,
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hakahanyam, Bakatazaroth, Zakaria, Bun, Yawa Nathan, Bun, Shamaiah, Bun, Mathania, Bun, Maya Kaya, Bun, Zakawar, Bun, Asap. All right, in the English as well. Okay.
Jeremiah, chapter 29, right?
Cut.
12 and 29. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 29. Also from the house of Gilgal, and out of the fields of Jeba, and Amashvath. For the singers had built them village around about Jerusalem. Verse 30. And the priests and the Levites purified themselves and purified the people and the gates and the walls. Verse 31. Then I brought up the prince of Judah upon the wall and appointed two great two 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 great companies of them that gave thanks.
You have to take this?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Keep going.
Companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall towards the towards the dung wall, dung gate. Verse 32. And after them went Hoshea, and half of the priests, half of the prince of Judah. Verse 33. And Azariah, Ezra, and Meshullam. Verse 34. Judah and Benjamin and Shemaiah and Jeremiah. Verse 35. And certain of the priests' sons with trumpets, namely Zechariah, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Matanya, the son of Micaiah, Micaiah, the son of Zachor, the son of Asaph.
I'll take the next set.
Okay.
Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 36. Hebrew. Wa'a Kayawa Shamaya Wa'ai Zara Allah Malalaya Galalaya Ma'aya Natanya Allah Waya Hawada Kananya Bakal Shayar Dawada Ayash Ha Alahayam Wa'ai Zara Ha Sawapar Lapanyam Wa'ail Sha'ira Ha Yan Wana Gadam Ailawa Ail Ma'ai Lawath Ayar Dawada Bama'ailaha La Kawama Ma'ail Labanyath Labayath Dawada Wa'aid Sha'ira Hamayam Mazaraka. Middle of 37. Tawada, Ha Shanyath, Haha Walakath, Lama wa Allah, Wa Anya, Ha Karaya, Wa Katazaya, Ha Aim, verse 38, Ma'ail, Laha Kawama, Ma'ail, Lama Gadal, Hatta Hatan, Rorium, Wa'aid, Ha Kawama, Hara Kaba, verse 39, Wama'ail, Lasha'ira, Haporium, Wa'ail, Sha'ira, Haya Shana'a, Wa'ail, Sha'ira, Hadagayam, Wama Gadal, Kana Na'ala, Wama Gadal, Hama'aha, Wa'aid, Sha'ira, Tazan, Wa'ai, Madawa, Basha'ira, Hama Tara'a, verse 40, Wata'ai, Madana, Shafia, Hata Wadaf, Babayaf, Ha Alahayim, Wa'anya, Wakatazaya, Ha Saganyam, Aimya, verse 41, Waha Kahanyam, Alayakwa Yam, Ma'ai Shaya, Mana Yamyan, Maya Kaya, 40,
Two is the last
I believe I'm on 40. This is 41. Alaya wa, sorry, Alaya wa ay Yanya, Zakaria, Kananya, Baka Tazaraf, 42, Wama'ai Shaya, Washa Ma'aya, Wa ala Aiz, Wa ala Aizar, Wa I, is that a Zah? It's faded a little bit.
Yes, Kawan
Wa I is a
Kawan.
Zah, right? Wa Aizaya, Wa Aizaya, Wa Ya Ha, Wa Kan, Wa Ma Lakia, Wa Malakia, Wa I Yalam, Wa I Zara, Wa Ya Shamaya Iwa, Hama Sharariyam, Hamashariam, Wa Ya Zara Kaya, Hapakwayad. Right, in English, you can read the English.
Kawan.
What was that verse? 43?
42.
42 is the last verse.
Kawan. Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 36. And his brethren, Shemaiah and Azarel, Milali, Galilee, Ma'ai, Nathan,
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, and Judah, Hanani, with the musical instruments, of David, of the most of the power which Ezra the scribe before them. Verse 37. And at the fountain gate, which was over against them, they went up by the stairs of the city of David, and the going up of the wall above the house of David, even unto the water gates eastward. Verse 38. And the other companies of them that gave thanks went over against them, and I after them, and the half of the people upon the wall from beyond the tower of the was that furnace.
Where you at? You're in 40?
No, 38. So the last, yeah, at the last sentence.
Of the furnaces.
Furnaces, even unto the board wall. Verse 39. And from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hinanel, and the tower of Mesha, even unto the sheep gate, and they stood still in the prison gate. Verse 40. So stood the two companies of them that gave thanks in the house of power, and I, and the half of the ruler with me. Verse 41. And the priest Elikim, Manasseh, Miniamin, Micaiah, Elohina, Zechariah, and Hananiah with trumpets. Verse 42. And Manasseh, and Messiah, and Eleazar, and Eleazar, and Uzzah, and Jeremiah, Jehanan, and Makajah, and Elam, and Isur, and the singer sung.
And Ezer. Don't say Esau.
No, I didn't say Esau. And Ezer, and the singers sung loud, and so loud with. Jezreel, their overseer.
All right, picking it up. 43 in the Hebrew. Nehemiah 12 and 43 in the Hebrew. Waya Zabakar Mayawam, it's like a Bayawam, Hawa'a, Zabakim, Gadawalium, Waya Shamakwa, Kaya, Ha Alahayam, Shamakam, Shamkam, Shamka, Gadawal, Gadawala, Wagum, Hanashim, Wahaya Ladium, Shamakwa, Watha Shamai, Shamakath, Yararashalam, Mara Mawakawak, 44, Waya Pakwadwa, Bayawam, Hahawa'a, Hanashim, Ail, Hana Shakawath, La'awa, Tazawath, Latha, Ra Mawath, Lara Ashiath, Wala Ma'ai Sharaf, La Laka Nawas, Baham, Lashadia, Ha'ai Rayam, Mana Wath, Ha Tawara, La Kahanyam, Walala, Wa La Loyam, Kaya, Shama Kath, Yahawada, Ail, Ha Kahanyam, Wa Ail, Ha Loyam, Ha Ai Madiam, what was that, 45? Waya Shamara, Ma Shamarath, Alahayam, Wama Shamarath, Ha Hata, Hara'a, Waha Mashorium, Waha Sha'irium, Kama Tazawath, Dawada, Shalama, Banwa, verse 46, Kaya, Bayamya, Dawada, Wa Asap, 46, 46.
Okay.
Makwadam, Ra'ash, Hama Shariam, Washiyah, Tahala, Wa Dawath, Lahayam, 47, Wakal, Yasharala, Baya Maya, Zakab, Zarababal, Waba Yamya, Nakamaya, Nathaniam, Magayawath, Hama Sharayam, Waha Sha'iriam, Dabar, Yawam, Baya Wamwa, Wama Kwawashim, La Loyam, Waha Loyam, Ma Quadashim, Labanya, Ha Haran, chapter 13, verse 1. Bayawam, Ha Hawa'a, Nakra Ra'a, Basapar, Masha'a, Ba'a Zania, Ha'aim, Wana Mataza'a,
The last verse is verse 2.
Verse 2, Katawab, Bawa, Ashar, La'a, Yabawa'a, Aimania, Wamawa, Abaya, Bakwa'al, Ha Alahayam, Aid, Walam, verse 2, Kaya La'a, Kwadamawa, Af, Banya, Yasharala, Bala Kam, Waba Mayam, Waya Shakar, I Yawa, Af, Balaim, Lakwa, Lalawa, Wayaha, Par, I Hayanwa, Ha Kwalala, Laba Ra Ka, Wayahaya. Oh, that was the end of the verse 2. I was studying a new verse. All right. Pick it up in the English.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 43. Also the day
Chapter 12.
Salaki said, 13. Nehemiah chapter 12, verse 43. Also that day they offered great sacrifice and rejoiced, for power had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard every altar off. Verse 44. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers for the treasures, for the offering, for the first fruits, and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the field of the cities the portions of the law for the priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. Verse 45. And both the singers and the porters kept the word of their God, their power, and the word of the purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. Verse 46. For in the days of David and Asaph of old, there were chief of the singers, and songs of praise and thanksgiving unto power.
Right. These songs are nothing like the songs that are in the Christian church today, the effeminate, homosexual songs in the Christian church today. That's not what we're talking about here.
Come. And all Israel in the day of Zerubbabel, and in the days of Nehemiah, gave the portion of the singers and the porters every day his portion, and they sacrificed holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sacrificed them unto the children of Aaron. Nehemiah chapter 13 and 1. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonites and the Moabites should not come into the convocation of power forever.
Of the power. Keep
going. Verse 2. Because they meet not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit, O power, turn the curses unto a blessing.
So howbeit our power, turn the blessing into a cursing.
That was the last verse.
Okay. And this is the importance of separation, because the minute that you allow these other nations into us, into our nation, into our congregation, into our communities, what happened to us is that we get cursed. And this is what we are reading here. When it says in 13:1, on that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, talking about the Israelites, and therein was found written that the Ammonites, right, the Japanese and the Moabite, which are the Chinese, should not come into the congregation of the power forever. These people should not come into our great congregation. These people cannot come to our cookout. They cannot come to the Passover. They cannot come to the the high holy days. They cannot come into the school. These people have to be separated from us, because the minute that we allow them in our communities, we are going to get cursed. And this is what we are looking at right now in the entertainment industry, where you have rappers, you have basketball players, singers, you have people that are millionaires, but guess what? They have for their daddy a Jewish bastard that owns their voice, that tells them you cannot speak about black issues. You cannot speak about issues affecting your community. Why? Because we went and we let these people into our communities, and now they run the community. All right, they control they control our voice in every shape or form. Nehemiah, I'm gonna take this up. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 3. Wayahaya kasha ma'aim af ha Torah Waya Badaya Yawa Kal Irab Maya Ma Yasharala, verse 4, Walapanya Maza Allah Yashab Alaya Shab Alaya Shayab Hakahan Natawan Mala Shakath Bayath Alahai Yanawa Kwararab Lata Wadia, verse 5, Waya Aish Lawa La Shakar Gadawalha Wa Sham Hayawa Lapanium Nathanium Af Ha Manaka Hala Bawana Waha Kalayum Wahakalyum Wama'ai Shar Ha Dagun Ha Tayarawash Wahaya Tazar Ma Tazawath ha loyum, waha masharium, waha sha'irium, wathara wamath, ha kahanium, verse 6, wabakal, za'a, la'a, hayaya, haya, hayayafia, bayarashalom, kaya, bashanath, malashorium, Shalashim, Washathium, La'ara, Taka, Shasata, La'ara, Kasha, Sata, Malak, Babal, Ba'athia. Right? Babal is Babylon, right? The Tower of Babel. That's Babal. Al, Hamalak, Wala, Quataza, Yum, Nasha, Alafia, Man, Hamalak, verse 7. Wa'a, Bawa'a, Layara, Rashalam, Wa'a, Bayanya, Wa'a, Bayana, Bara'aya, Ashar, Aisha'a, Alayashiyab, Lata, Wabaya, La'ai, Shawaf, Lawa, Nashaka, Baka, Tazaria, Bayath, Ha Alahayim, verse 8, Wayara'ai, Laya, Ma'ad, Wa'a Shalayaka, Af, Kalia, Bayath, Tawabia, Ha Kawataza, Man, Ha Hala Shaka'a, verse 9, Wa'a Wa'amara, Waya Taharawa, Ha Lasha Kawath, Wa'a Shayaba, Sham, Kalia, Bayath, Ha Alahayim, Af, Hamanaka, Waha, Laba, Wana. That's it. Pick it up in English.
Nehemiah chapter 13, chapter 13, verse 3. Now it came to pass when they had heard the law, that they separate from Israel all the mixed multitude. Verse 4.
And this is what we have to do as a people. And we start, you know how we start doing this? We start doing this by not walking into the Chinese restaurant, man. You know how easy it is to get the Chinese people out of the hood? It is so easy. Just don't go in there. Don't go inside the Chinese restaurant. Guess the last time I ate Chinese food, it was 2011.
Okay.
I ain't ever eating Chinese food in my life. Ever again.
Okay.
I'm not going inside a Chinese restaurant to buy it. If I can end up buying, Chinese food, somebody buy Chinese food, they bring it. If it's chicken, if it's the general sort, that look like cats to me. I'm not eating that. The wings, I'll try. But that's how we start, man. Don't go inside these Chinese restaurants. Don't buy Lucy's from Habibi.
That's right.
Stop supporting these heathen. And when we stop supporting these heathen, guess what? They're gonna get the hell out of our neighborhood, man, because they can't make any money with us. The problem with our people is that we give everybody our money, man. We give everybody our money and we don't give ourselves. Like we watch the Jewish bastards, which right now, the Most High, give the Most High a hand. The Most High open up the internet, The Most High opened up the internet, man, with this whole Kanye West situation, and now it's a conversation. It's a conversation. In ISUPK, we've been having this conversation since 1969. And a lot of people are now catching on to it. You have celebrities who watch us, who have the strength now to say to the oppressor, you know what? You are the devil that the Bible speaks of, but they are saying it not one West. They said it in a very soft way, but at least they getting some strength, And this is what we are doing. We're giving our people their strength so that we can separate from these nations, man. We have to separate from our oppressors, and it takes strength to do that. All right, it takes strength, and you get your strength from the Lord. This is where we get our strength from, right? From the Lord. We get our strength from knowing that we gotta, from the Lord that says, you know what, you gotta separate yourself from the Ammonite, from the Jebusite, from Esau, from every nation on the planet, and we apply that. All right, where we at?
Verse 4.
In the English?
Right? All
right, good.
Verse 4. And before this, Eliashib, the priest, having the oversight of the chambers of the house of our power, was allied unto Tobiah. Verse 5. And he had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offering for the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the corn, the new wine, and the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites, and the singers, and the porters, and the offering of the priests.
All right, and this is how it was aforetime. All right, it was always like this. All right, but something happened during that time as Nehemiah was trying to bring back the nation to his feet. All right, and he observed something. All right, and this is what we observe with a lot of you celebrities who are watching us, who's getting strength from watching our class, but you're not doing something. You're not coming to class. All right, and not only not that you're not coming to class, you're not paying commending General Yohana its tithes.
Right.
All right, keep going. Let's see what it says further.
Come. Verse 6. But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem, for in the 32nd year of
Artaxerxes,
king of Babylon, came I unto the king, and after certain days obtained I left of the king. Verse 7. And I came to Jerusalem and understood of the evil that Eleazar did for Tobiah, and preparing him a chamber in the court of the house of the power. Verse 8. And it grieved me sore. Therefore, I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber. Verse 9. Then I commanded, and they cleansed. Was it cleansed? That's how you pronounce it.
Verse 9,
yeah,
right?
Verse 9.
Cleanse.
Cleansed the chamber, and thither brought I again the vessel of the house of the power, and the meat offering, and the frankincense.
That was the last verse, right?
Come on,
You want to do this set?
come on.
All right, get down. It's 13 and 10.
Come on.
Get down.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wa'ada I kaya mana ya wa ha loyam la'a Natanya waya ba kawa ayash lashad hawa hala wayam haloyam wahama shar rayam ashayam ashaya hamala aka. Verse 11, verse 13, chapter 13, verse 11. Ra yaba af hasa gan yam wa'amara madawai na'izab bayaf la ayam. Yeah, ala.
Where you at? Keep going.
Ayahayam.
Let me see. Ha alahayam.
Ayahayam. That's how you. Ayahayam. La ayahayam. Ha ayahayam.
Alahaya is singular for God, which means power, not the Most High, right? In some instances, depending on the context, it could be talking about the Most High, it could be talking about the angels, or it could be talking about the priests, right? Like in Psalm 82 and 6, where it says, "Ye are gods." That's not where that used. That's used Alahayam. All right. Alahayam is plural. Alahaya is singular.
Oh, go.
Keep going.
Wa'akwab tazam. Madam. Ow. Dam. Verse 12. Wakal. Yahawada. Hana ya Ira. Say again?
That's a ba.
Oh, haba ya Ira. Ma'aishar. Ma'aishara.
That's ties.
Yes, ties. 10. Hadagan. Wahata Yar, wash. Wa, ha, ya, tazah, har. La, wa, tazar, waf. Verse 13. Wa, wa, tazar, wa, tazar, ra. I'll. Our tazar, waf. Shalom, ya.
Shalamia.
Shalom, ya. Shalom, ya. Hakahan. Wa tazar, wak. Hasa, wapar. Wapad, ya. Man.
Keep going.
Okay. Haloyum.
Matter of fact, get it. I'll
Okay.
keep going.
Haloyum.
Haloyum, Wa'il, Yadam, Kanan, Bun, Zakawal, Bun, Mathania, Kaya, Na'a, Na'a, Maniam, Naka, Shawa, Wa'ilayum, Laka, Lakwa, Lakalak, La'a, Kayum, verse 14. Zakara, Laya, Alahaya, Ail, Za'af, Wa'al, Tamak, Kasadia, Ashar, Ai, Shayafia, Babayath, Alahaya, Wabar Ma Shamar Yawa, verse 15. Wa Yum Yum, Ha Ama, Ra'a Yafia, Baya Hawada, Darakium, Gatha Rath, Basha Bath, Waba, it's like it. Wama Baya Ayam, Ha'ai Ra Mawath, Wa'ai Ma Sayam, Ail, Ha Kamariam, Wa'at Yayan, Ai Nabiam, Watha Anyam, Wakal. Good. We in 15, in the middle of 15.
All right, 16 is the last verse.
16 is the last verse?
Okay.
Okay. Masha. What was the last verse for the next set? Was it 22 or 23?
23.
23?
Okay.
Where we studied here?
We started at 12 and 22.
Now we're in 13 right now.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah,
that? I thought you said at the
this set
beginning.
right now, where we started.
Oh, we started off from 12 and 10.
12 and 10.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I gotta do a count again because I think we're supposed to end at 22. Wama Baya Hayam, Yararashalam, Bayawam, Ha Shabbath, Wa'ai Yad, Bayawam, Ma Karam, Tazayad, verse 16, Waha Tazariam, Yashabwa, Baha, Maba Yahayam, Da'ag, Wakal, Makar, Wama Karyam, Bashabath, Labania, Yahawada, Wabaya Rarashalam. All right. You could pick it up in the English. 12, 22.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 10. And I perceive the portions of the Levites had not been given them. For the Levites and the singers that did that work was fed everyone to his fled everyone to his field. Verse 11. Then contended I with the ruler and said, why is the house of power forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their place. Verse 12. Then brought all Judah the tithes of the corn and the new wine and the oil unto the treasures.
All right, so Nehemiah sees that the Levites, the priests, are working. They're not getting no tithes. Right? They're not receiving no tithes. And this is really a detriment to our nation because we got work to do. All right. And the work that we have to do is the work that is going to get us out of the oppression that we are in. This is why it's important for you to pay your tithes. This is why it's important for Kanye West to stop playing and pay his damn tithes.
Right.
All right. Pay your tithes to come in and generate your honor. Stop repeating what we say without paying your damn tithes. All right. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 13. And I made treasures over the treasures, Salamiah, the priest, and Zadok, the scribe, and of the Levites, Pediah. The next to them was Hanan, the son of Zakar, Zakar, the son of Mathiah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was the describable. Distribute.
Where we at? Which verse?
Verse 13.
Distribute.
Distribute unto their brethren. Verse 14. Remember me, O my power, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my power, and for the office thereof. Verse 15.
So he basically took men that were trustworthy, all right, for these positions right here, treasurers, all right, over the treasury. Okay, and these men were Shelemiah, Zadok, and he says faithful. for they were counted faithful. All right, because you are in charge of feeding the nation. You are in charge of making sure that we have no need. All right, so whatever we have, it has to be managed. So we need men that are trustworthy to take on that responsibility. Keep going because the whole nation depends on you. All right, and if we have 5 pieces of bread, all right, and we have 50 people, we got to make that 5 piece of bread work. With the 50 people that we have. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 15. In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine press on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and ladding asses, as also wine grapes and figs and all manners of burthens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day therein they sold victuals.
Right. So as a people, we done fail. We at the bottom of society, and we are in the process of getting back on our feet. And then our people are polluting the Sabbath, all right, by working on the Sabbath. And right now, as a people, we don't understand the importance of that because we've been slaving all our lives. You got to get out.
Come. Okay,
come. 6:16, right?
Yeah, that's 16 last one.
Because we've been slaving for so many years, it's normal to us. It's normal to just work on Saturday. It's normal for us to not observe the Passover. It's just normal. We just don't do it. But in our nation, it is something wrong with that. You're not observing the Sabbath. This is a big deal because we're gonna lose our power by not observing the Sabbath. You're not observing the Passover. It is a big deal. It's not no small matter. So when Nehemiah saw that, they working on the Sabbath. They literally slaving on the Sabbath. Meanwhile, we are trying to get back on our feet, trying to get the Most High's favor. All right, keep going, and let's see what happened then. And Nehemiah said he testified against them, and this is what we do in the Isupk. We testified against the preachers who tells you that the laws of the Bible don't matter. It don't matter to observe the Sabbath. Go to church on Sundays. It don't matter if you eat pork. It don't matter. None of these things matter. In the middle of us working to get back our nation, working to get back our power, to be above these nations that are ruling over us. And you got these Christian pastors telling you that the Sabbath don't matter, telling you that the high holy days don't matter, the Levitical laws about our diet, the dietary laws don't matter. All right, keep going.
Verse 16. There dwell men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manners of wares, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem.
So now you got these strangers that coming into the gate, that's coming into our neighborhood to do business on the Sabbath. What the hell? We need a Becky and a Karen and Donald Trump in our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. We are building ourselves back up. All right. Verse 20. Let's do this one in English for time's sake.
Jeremiah chapter 13.
Which one we just read? We just read
16.
Oh, 16, right?
Yeah,
Keep going. 17. So like.
Verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 17. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah and said unto them,
No, keep going.
and said to them, what evil things is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day?
And this is the nobles that's doing that, because the people, they just employees, right? They just employees. The nobleman say you gotta go to work, you gotta go tread in that wine press because we need wine. We gotta sell this wine. You gotta go slave, right? So he went and contended with the nobles. He went and contended with the high ranking men, the men of power. All right, that got the people slaving. Keep going.
Oh God. Did not your fathers thrust, and did not your power bring all this evil upon us?
All right. Didn't our fathers do the same thing? Didn't we profane the Sabbath before, and then we are in the position that we are in right now? You get that?
So if I may, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's going on like on the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, you see the brothers resting, you know what I'm saying, on the Sabbath, then we coming along, hey, you want to make some money?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to come in and I pay, you know what I'm saying, I pay you this while they resting.
Right.
And,
Right. Or they work for you and you tell them, you know what, you're not off this Saturday. You know, they're already working for you. They're already your employee. You say you don't have no days off.
I have no days off.
You know? Keep going.
Let me start from right here. And upon this city, yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath.
And this is what we do when we profane the Most High Sabbath. This is what we do not only when we profane the Sabbath, but when you are mad about a White Lives Matter T-shirt. But guess what? You can't wait for Thanksgiving. You're already on the internet right now, searching for your outfit. Matter of fact, you're gonna wear a Jeffrey Dahmer outfit for Halloween. All right. We say that part again. What do we do when we do these things? When we profane the Sabbath? Right before that.
You see, in the cities, and upon this city, yet ye bring more wrath.
Okay, we bring more wrath when we do these things. We bring more destruction when we do these things, and this is why you are seeing us being destroyed at the level that we are in today. If it wasn't for the Isupk, the Most High would be done with us, man. The Isupk is where righteous men dwell. All right. And that's why in Revelation he says, hurt not the earth, all right, until the 144 is gathered, is sealed. I'm bad.
So that goes by to let you know that Israel was so stiff-necked, even Christ had to, you know what I'm saying, beat those brothers out of the synagogue because they was doing business.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And this is way, you know what I mean? Right. Christ had to do it.
Right.
So,
exactly.
So we still didn't learn.
You're lucky we don't have the order to do the same thing to you Christian pastors. You know, thank the Most High in Christ for that, because we would do it. All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 19. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gate should be shut.
And so right on Friday night, right? Friday around 5 p.m. Nehemiah is like, well, the sun's about to come down. The Sabbath is about to begin. You know what? Shut this damn door. Shut the city down. Keep going.
And charge that they would not be open until after the Sabbath.
All right, so we're not gonna open this gate until we're not opening tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. We're gonna open it after the Sabbath. After the sun goes down, Saturday night, then we open the gate. Keep going.
Come. And some of my servants set I at the gate, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day.
All right, you're not gonna do no commerce today. Not today, devil. We could do commerce any other day, but not on the Sabbath. All right, we do business. We do business with other nations. You know, it's part of society. You do business with other nations. Right? We trade and everything. But on the Sabbath day, we rest. We don't do no business with no heathen. All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 20. So the merchants and sellers of all kinds of war lodged without Jerusalem once or twice.
All right, so you're not gonna come with your burden to slave us on the Sabbath. All right. Was that 21?
Yeah, come. Verse 21. Then I testified against them and said unto them, Why log? That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Why log ye about
All right,
the wall?
when the gate was shut, so they just say, you know what? We just gonna spend the night right here, outside the gate. We gonna spend the night right outside the wall because we need to get this money. We need to get this business going. In the morning, you're gonna go up. That gate gotta be open at some point. So they just lodge right there. When they saw Nehemiah shut the door down. Go ahead, keep going.
Come. If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
This is what George is talking about. What Christ did to the Pharisees. Nehemiah said, if you do this, look, you devils, if you do this again, I'm gonna lay hands on you. All right, I'm gonna put hands on you. You know what that means. I'm gonna put hands on you. Keep going. And this also, you got to see the spirit of the prophets, man. The spirit of the prophets, they were not cowards, man. These men were warriors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, these men, they speak against kingdom. Well, as you can see, and you can read in Jeremiah the 28th chapter, verse 8. The prophets of old, they spoke against kingdom, man. These prophets, these men were men of war. They were not soft, sissified men, effeminate men, that's dancing and twerking. We got deacons now that are twerking, you know that? They're in competition with Megan Thee Stallion. Deacons. It's ridiculous. These men were men of war, and they will put hands on you. All right. And today, because of Christ, we're not gonna do that. All right, we don't do that. We just gathering in our people. We know that the Most High will give the order. The angels will take care of it. And when the time comes for us to hunt, the Most High will give that order. Most High in Christ. All right, keep going.
Come. Oh, and it's like, so if I may, you said it earlier. You know what I'm saying, during class, that everybody think a priest supposed to be in the woods. Right. Chewing on chew sticks,
right?
You know what I'm saying, lighting incense all day and soft spoken.
Right.
Yeah, come. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath.
Right. They came no more on the Sabbath. They're like, yo, this Negro right here, this Negro right here don't play. This is Debo. Let's leave these people alone. All right, let's let them observe their holy day, and let's just leave them alone. Keep going.
Verse 22. And I commanded the Levites that they should clean themselves, and that they should come and keep the gate to sacrifice. Yes.
You're in 22.
Sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember me, O my power, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy.
All right. So what Nehemiah is doing here, he is provoking the Most High. All right, and this is what we have to do. We have to beg the Most High. We have to work. We have to work to get out of the oppression that we are in. And in order to do that, you have to convince the Most High, look, we sin. And when you read the earlier chapters, this is exactly what Nehemiah said. Nehemiah said, Lord, the Most High, look, you got us out of Egypt. We went and built a calf. We did all manner of evil. And guess what? You were still with us. We did all of these evil. And now he's saying, you know what? We're going to repair that. The evil that we did, we're going to stop it. All right, profaning the Sabbath, not observing the high holy day, not the tithing, like all of the laws, we're going to keep them. And this is what we have to do as a people. We have to provoke the Most High, right? And you do that by being righteous. You do that by following the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
Come. Verse 23. In those days also saw
Go ahead.
I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod.
And that was not it. Nehemiah was not just, checking people for not paying their tithes, right? Checking people because they profaning the Sabbath. Oh, there were interracial marriage as well. And Nehemiah, man, we got to stop at this verse right here. But next week we're gonna pick it up. What Nehemiah did to these brothers, and what's his name that plays that sport that no black people play?
Hockey.
Golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is
Tiger
lucky.
Woods, yeah.
And he lucky too. He have no hair in his face too, because Nehemiah. We'll read about it next week, but go ahead. Read that first. Finish that first.
Come. Of Ammon.
Kanye West too. You lucky too, because in those days, we would come see you. You get a Kardashian, we will come see you. Today we just testify against you. We prophesy against it, right? Because of our King Yahushua Mashiach. We're not gonna carry the punishment of the law. But in those days, man, Nehemiah, the prophets, they will come see you for sleeping with a Becky, a Karen. All right? Read that from the top.
Come. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab.
All right, these brothers, they took Chinese, Dave Chappelle, they took Chinese women, Japanese women, that's it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, verse 23 is the last verse. Next week, we're picking it up at Nehemiah chapter 13 and 24, right? With that, imagine. Shapar. Yayon.
La Yashala, which means to Israel.
You don't have to do that. You leave your hand. You leave your hand here. Put it down. Shapar. Alright, so we'll put your aqueduct, which means turn and face the east. You got the prayers of people. You want to recite the prayers in the Hebrew? Starting with the Lord's Prayer.
Abanawa, Shabbat
Shemayim,
Wadash, Haya,
Haya,
Shemka, Yahweh, Malachuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathan,
Lanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawawafi Nawa,
Kasalak
Kasalak Nawa, Kawawafi Nawa, Wala'a,
Tabaya Awa Nawa,
Tabayai Nawa,
Banasa Nawam,
Banasayawan,
Abba,
Abba,
Hawa Shai Nawa,
Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka,
Lalakwa,
Hamalakwa,
Wahalala,
Wa'ala,
Hara,
Wa'atapara,
La'ai Lawam,
La'awalamyam,
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Curses, we'll do the curses. Isupk curses. All right, I got Isupk curses.
Okay.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen that speak against us. That prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. Enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikamatasi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, National Space Program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer, and Yahweh, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh, thank you always. So be it. So we should return. I want to give one courtesy salute. And Majum Shabbat. And Majum Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Yajmata. Dismiss. All right. Let's go ahead and put that. All right, next week we're picking it up. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 24. We're gonna see exactly what Nehemiah did to these brothers, that went Kanye West, that went and get them a Becky, a Kardashian, all right, a Chung Lee. Shalom Israel.